It's finally here, the Switch 2. We've been waiting 7 years for this update. They had the OLED version, which was great with a new screen and a new kickstand, but this is a fully updated Switch 2. I managed to get one, I pre-ordered it, I pulled the trigger, and this is a massive throwback to me because I was a massive gamer back in the day. I love Nintendo games, Mario Kart and Wii Sports, all those kind of things, and I'm really excited to open this up and see what the Nintendo Switch 2 is all about. So let's open it up without further ado and see what you get in the box. So this is how it comes packaged, a box within a box. So inside we've got an expansion pack, which is Nintendo Switch Online, 12-month membership. It's hoping that works because this box was open when I received it. So let's just see if someone hasn't stolen it. So, okay, open it from the bottom. And the Switch is here. We've got the new Joy-Cons, of course. Everybody's been talking about these because you can use these as a mouse. They're bigger. They're supposed to be much improved over the previous versions. So we're going to test these out to see what I think and give you my initial impressions about them. So that's 1, 2, the nice salmon pink colour, and the blue, the classic Nintendo Switch colours. This is the Nintendo Switch 2 screen. Now, a lot has been made about the fact that it's not an OLED screen. I presume they'll bring out an OLED screen in the future, and like an updated version. But personally for me, the fact that it's a bigger screen, I'd take that every day over OLED. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Wow, I mean, yeah, it's not too heavy. A lot of people online have been saying it's quite heavy, but it's got some weight to it, but it's not overly heavy. 410 grams this year for the Switch 2. We've got the Nintendo Mario Kart World. We've got instructions. We've got a ultra high-speed HDMI cable, which allows you to stream this to your television via the dock in 4K, which is great. It's also got HDR, this screen, so I'm interested to see what it's like. Okay, so that's that. We also get the wrist straps with the mouse mount, that's built in, and you can't take it off unless you cut it off. So that's just something to note. You have to use the mouse attachment with the wrist strap. So, interesting design. And that's the blue version, exactly the same. So you get that in the box as well. Then we've got the controller. I'm going to do this in a minute. We've got the controller mount, so you can use it as a controller with those Joy-Cons. We've got a charging adapter plug, which has got some heft to it. Single USB-C. That's nice. UK plug, obviously, because I'm in the UK. And we get a USB-C to USB-C cable connecting the hub, I presume, to power or to the computer to charge it. And then this is a newly designed hub compared to the other version. Let me just put the box away for you. So you've got a cover, you've got a HDMI port and a USB-C port there. That clips onto there like so. And let's put the switch in there. Oh no, let's put the Joy-Cons on. So the Joy-Cons magnetically attached this year. Wow, that is so satisfying. Oh, that is good. Okay, it's much bigger than the previous version. Unfortunately, I haven't got it to compare it against, but I can tell you, it's a big boy. We've got USB-C on the bottom, exhaust fans for the CPU. It's got an NVIDIA CPU in this year. On here we've got the C button, which I don't intend to be using, home button, joystick, the various buttons here, the plus and the minus, the moving buttons there. We've got that button there, which I'm not sure what it is until I read the instructions. The two joysticks are offset, so like sort of offset like that, which is not bad. And then you've got the power, volume on the top, another exhaust, fan, USB-C charger on the top, as well as the bottom, because people complained like when it was like on the stand you couldn't charge it from above, so that's a nice little feature. And then the kickstand, I forgot about the kickstand. Kickstand is, I mean, it's plastic and it's quite thin. I'm hoping that's not going to break at some point. Look, there's a bit of give to it, but it is fully adjustable up and down like that, which is really nice. So that's cool. Wow, okay, so you got the triggers on the top, the left and right button, and then this little fella here is how you release the Joy-Con. So you just sort of pull that and it pops off like that. It's a really nice, satisfying click and feeling, and it doesn't feel loose. There's no, I can't feel any movement in it at all. Let's put it into the hub. Okay, yeah, look, I noticed there's a bit of movement in the hub when you put it in there. It slides left and right, but you know, not a massive issue. And I sort of aligned it first time pretty easily. You just put it in the center and it goes in there nicely. So that's cool. Let's just test out this. So let's take off the Joy-Cons. That is so, it's a really nice, like, mechanical feel to it. The magnets are quite strong. So this is how you use the mouse. You put this over there. Oh no, no you don't. You put that over there like so and line it up. Okay, not terribly easy, I've got to say, to do that. You have to put the bottom in first and it clips in, and then the same button releases the mouse attachment like that. So we go like that. So then you can use this. You can't do it the other way though. It doesn't clip in from the top down. You have to put it bottom and then clip in. So that's just something to note. And then the mouse is, you use the mouse like this, look. And those are your left and right buttons there when you're using it as a mouse. So, okay, it'd be interesting to see how it works, and obviously the right Joy-Con works exactly the same way. And yeah, so there we go. I'm interested to find out what games are going to release to use the mouse with, and we'll be testing that out in future videos. So make sure you do subscribe, press the bell. We've also got a lot of people reaching out to say we've got accessories for the Switch 2, cases, skins, that kind of stuff. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, because we'll have some updated videos on stuff you can get to accessorize your Switch 2 as well. Let's try out the controller. I love that. I love the way those detach. So the controller is nice as well. I mean, it's a bit small, but it sort of makes it a bigger keypad, doesn't it? So you can hold it like that with your hands. My hands are pretty big, and you know, it's okay. And you can still get to the joystick and the buttons to move it around, which is not, so it's not too bad, but it is quite small. And then to release it, you just, the same button releases all the accessories, which is a nice touch. So you've got that controller in the box as well. So all that's left to do now is turn it on. I did actually just connect while that was downloading my AirPods Pro 2 to them. So AirPods Pro 2 connect, so you can use those as an audio source, which is great. Look at the screen, you can see the clarity. Yep. HDR. Okay, it's not OLED, but it still looks pretty damn good to me. There he is, Mario. Nice haptic feedback as well on the controls. Let's go. How do I race? Oh, that's backwards. I've forgotten how to play. Wow. Woohoo! Let's go! Oh. I challenge you to a game. Okay, you know what? I've forgotten how fun Mario Kart is. So, initial impressions are I'm very impressed with it. The screen, although it isn't, I know it's not an OLED screen. It's bright. It looks good to me. and I'm very impressed with the Joy-Cons. The way that these come off and attach, look at that little animation when you put them back on as well. Oh, it's satisfying as. Really nice. We've got the USB-C ports top and bottom, the exhaust fans, the volume control. We've got expandable storage. Yeah, it's nice. I do like it. For the price, yeah, it's quite expensive now, about $399. But if you're going to be using it a lot, well worth the money. This is, you know, a very, very good handheld gaming device, obviously. And you've got those legendary games like Mario Kart World to play. So that's my first impressions, unboxing, gameplay of the Nintendo Switch 2. Please make sure you subscribe, press the bell, stay tuned. I've got accessories on the way to customise it, some interesting features. We'll test it more and check out different games and stuff over the weeks and months to come. So thanks for watching. That is the Nintendo Switch 2.